resign ourselves to the fact that we're not going to reach our destination and we're probably going to have to be fat forever, which is just such a debilitating belief to have. This is Katie Gordon, and you're listening to the Wait is Over podcast. Welcome, health and freedom seekers. Sit back and relax as you come on this journey of overcoming obstacles so you can lose weight, gain health, and live the life you've been looking for. Hello, listeners, and welcome to this week's show. I'm your host, Katie Gordon, and the wait is over with Dietless Living 360 degrees. There's no recipes, food regimes, or exercise programs to follow. This is simply about how to take your life back, how to take control, because we all have a voice and we want to be heard. We want to forget about dieting, focus on living, and lose weight. And to do that, we need to create a new mindset, a mindset that gets us over the obstacles and challenges of life and our own unconscious programs, because it's ultimately what's impacting on our weight, our health, and causing habit relapse. And the purpose of this podcast is to share with you what I learned over 25 years in dieting hell and spending over $100,000 trying to step into dietless living. And today we're talking about why we fail to lose weight long term. And I think Albert Einstein summed it up perfectly when he said, in theory and practice are the same. In practice, they're not. As did Alfred Korzybski when he said, the map is not the territory. Alfred said that people often confuse models of reality with reality itself, and that models stand to represent things, but they are not identical to those things. And we fail at losing weight long term because diets are a map, right? They're a map that do not match the territory that we actually live in our day-to-day life. They're a map to go from where we are, which is overweight, to where we want to be, which is slender and carefree. And the map that we actually get looks quite simple enough. It looks pretty straightforward, right? Essentially, the instructions are go here, which translates as cook this way, turn left here, eat this, go right, eat it at these times, then go across, have them in this amount, and just, keep going straight. Don't eat these foods, and you will arrive at the destination that you have in your mind. But it's not a real map, is it? It doesn't include any of the actual terrain that you or I have to navigate through to get from where we are in our life to where their map says that we'll end up, which will be slender, confident, and carefree. And it looks so damn straightforward, but the reality is when we set off to follow it, we find that there's all kinds of obstacles that nobody told us about, obstacles that we have to navigate our way through or around that they didn't prepare us for. They didn't give us any strategies or instructions on how to overcome them. So there's all kinds, if you think about it, if you head off on a hiking trip, you've got mountains to overcome, which translates into cravings, temptations, impulse eating. We've got swamps and bogs we have to get through, which are our emotions and emotional moments and the challenges of life. We have dead ends, families that we have to cook for and please, who simply do not want to go on the diet food that we eat. They want chips and pizza and all kinds of other stuff, which creates more temptation for us. We have detours, overstuffed schedules, deadlines that we have to meet. Different things happen in life. There's illness, accident, there's all kinds of stuff that happens. We have flooded rivers that we have to cross, which is like our sabotaging behaviors. We have natives to deal with, uncooperative co-workers that cause us stress and tension. We have wild animals, which, think about marketing and media. They're always just popping up everywhere and advertising food, which again brings us back to cravings and temptations. And, it's just how to actually keep moving forward through the jungle, which really translates to getting beyond our own unconscious programs and habits and simply staying on track with the map and getting to the destination that we want to get to. And bloody hell, we try our hardest, don't we? We really, really do. But because the person who sells us the map doesn't tell us about all of this crap, we think that there must actually be something wrong with us. That the reason that we're having such a hard time getting from where we are to where we want to go is because something wrong with us. We can't follow instructions or directions. And we just become exhausted and disheartened. And, we try and we simply exhaust ourselves trying to get beyond the obstacles only to find another one, just beyond it. And we buoy ourselves up daily with our attitudes. Oh my God, we think more positively. Today's the day. It's going to be easy today. Look, I'm going to get a straight run at this. I'm going to get on top of things, and then it's going to be easy cruising from there. But eventually, after repeated setbacks from obstacles we simply are not equipped to deal with, we give up and give in, disheartened, and just resign ourselves to the fact that we're not going to reach our destination and we're probably going to have to be fat forever, which is just such a debilitating belief to have. And, I often used to think, God, is it my behavior or is it my attitude that's the problem? And the reality is it's neither. The fundamental problem has nothing to do with you or with me or our behavior or our attitude. And it has absolutely everything to do with the ineffective map and non-existent knowledge of the territory that we're going to encounter on our journey. It has everything to do with ineffective resources, strategies, and interventions for dealing with and getting beyond all of those obstacles. Only when we are properly equipped, then diligence and effort become important, and attitude can be fueled and provide motivation to continue on. So how long have you been struggling with this? I struggled for 25 arduous years. And we fail to lose weight long term because weight loss programs are just a system of eating and exercising. They're not a recipe for navigating life and all of its obstacles, or certainly not for dealing with our unconscious programming that causes habit relapse. And that's why I put together the weight loss program, How to Overcome Weight Loss Obstacles in 6 Simple Steps. Because I just had to get this out there, right? We have to have a system for dealing with life so that we can prevent habit relapse and enjoy the life that we've been looking for. We really do want to have choices, freedom, and control. And we have to keep asking ourselves, am I properly equipped for my journey? Thank you for watching and listening today. If you want more help with this, just book in for a private session and let's just get it done this week, because life is for living and an ounce of adjustment is always easier to implement than 20 pounds of change. It's time to enjoy the life that you've been looking for.